Right now we're going to look at the drawing question type. The drawing question type is not one that you will use very often. So you see in their example here on IO, it is draw glasses for birds, and they're drawing sunglasses over an image of birds. Let's look at a way we could use it in a classroom. So I'm going to create my new item, and I'm going to set my item information at the top. Same, I am going to do recall and reproduction. For my claims, I'm going to add a math claim. I've already got it set on math and kindergarten. I'm going to choose geometry because we're going to practice drawing a shape. And item number, standard number, drawing shapes. There we go. So I add my standard. Going to go to my next step. Now, in my question stem, my prompt area, this is where I could add an image if I wanted my students to draw over the image. In the example that they gave, drawing sunglasses on birds, they added an image of birds and had the students draw on top of the image. I'm going to do an example where you do not have to do that. So my prompt is draw a triangle. Now I need to add a drawing area. So if I want to add an image, this is where I add the image. So I would select the file. But if you do not want them drawing on top of an image, if you just want a drawing area, you simply click OK without clicking select file first. You see it gives me an example for drawing. Now I need to add a rubric. Drawing questions are constructed response questions, which means they have to be graded individually by the teacher by using the CR grading tile. I can decide how many points possible I want my triangle, and I'm going to make my triangle worth 2 points. 2 would be a successful triangle. 1 would be a partially successful triangle, and 0 would be maybe no triangle. Again, that's something you can set on your own. So I'm going to save my rubric and go back to my area. It's especially important that you preview these type of questions online because they are so specific, and it will give you an idea of what it's going to look like for the kids. So here is the toolbar your students will receive. So the direction is here, draw a triangle. And then they are presented with the drawing bar. It does start them out with the tool that they can use. It does default to black as well. For your students to answer, they will need to click and drag to draw. This is more difficult than it sounds, and is especially difficult if your kids have trouble either using 2 hands to click and drag, especially if they're using a Chromebook. It might be easier on an iPad, but it is more difficult on a Chromebook. So I'm going to close my preview, and I'm ready to save and finish. So just like all of the other questions, this will generate a question ID number, the item ID number that I would want to either write down on paper or paste into a doc so that when I create the test, I can easily find and include my item. This is how to create a drawing item in IO. Thank you.